Now we got you, bro. Operation 1009. What's popping, brother?
Oh, another day, another dollar. Out here surviving in the sun of Texas. Lord, it's hot. It's hot over there for y'all too.
Oh, yeah, bro. We're out here in Florida, bro. It is hot as a hell.
Hey, are y'all baking bread in your mailboxes?
Hey, we could. We could if we wanted to. We could if we wanted to, man. How you living out there, man? When am I going to get the next Operation 1009 song?
Man, well, we just sit down and make arrangements, quite frankly. I'll give you one. I got 3 in the bag I'll give you.
Oh, yeah. Bet that up, man. What you got, bars right quick? Is that what you telling me?
Oh, well, you want something right now?
I mean, I thought that's what you were telling me. I mean, if you got 16, we'll take 16 all day, boy.
Well, all right, okay. All right, you're going to take me back to my bag. Ain't got nothing to do with the kids here, bro. You about to take me all the way back. I think I may have spit some of this to you. You ready?
I'm
ready?
taking it. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
All right, I say,
Hey,
bring me your bet. Yo.
Watch that cursing.
Oh, no cursing.
Yeah, of course.
No cursing. I learned to beat battles without having to say cuss words.
I bet.
You know what I'm saying? So I try, bring me your best. Boy, I beat you with my worst. Steal the nails from your coffin, flatten the tire on your hearse. I'm a new era crime. You yesterday's felony. I'm out committing rhymes. You fiending for a melody. I'm a grand slam hitter. And I don't need a pitch. I knock you out the park and introduce you to the ditch. Bring me what you hope you've got. Show me what she means. I have her kissing up the daddy. Make her tuck inside my jeans. Ain't nothing to it, more than just a sport. I thought you had some balls till I brought you to this court. So go and bring your gavel. I'm going to hear your last sentence. Ain't this shit I can't handle. That's why I have the hit list. Ain't what you talking. What you smoke is cash. I done took you on with broken legs and still kick that ass. Hoping for a minute, you'll be bleeding for a more. Yeah, it's blood will leave you finished, but its scars will leave you hopeless. Hey, at the end of the day, it was so long ago, man. I stopped doing that.
Hey, though,
that's all for the kids.
at the end of the day, there was 2 SHI blank bombs in there, bro.
I know. That's why I failed off on you. You know, it's been so long. I don't write music like that no more.
Nah, you good, man. Stuff. I'm just playing. All right, so check it out, man. So, I'm gonna start like this because we got 10 to 12 minutes, so I just want to get to some juicy stuff. When we have you on the phone, we like to talk to you about some serious stuff because we feel like you got all the answers, Sway. You know what I'm saying? You got the answers, Sway.
I wish.
Operation 1009. So if you had to enlighten the people, first of all, The Sound of Freedom. Have you watched the movie?
I've watched it since we spoke. I did. I went and paid the little divvy to go experience the people. I immediately regretted walking through the door of the theater. It felt just demonic. And then I went and grabbed a drink and just walking down, it looked at the receipt and it said it was $6.66. And I'm not a very religious person, but that kind of verified the demonic atmosphere. I tried to get a refund or change it or buy something else. They wouldn't let me. It was nonsense, man.
The movie's supposed to enlighten people about the children's sex trade. Do you think the movie was good for people, or do you think it was bad?
The movie definitely does that. There's no doubt about it. It brings a light into a small fractal of a big picture, a much, much bigger picture. It doesn't. Well, the really big positive plus I have to say about that movie is in the middle of the sting where they bring everybody to the island and everybody gets busted and they save all the kids. The traffickers are referring to the children as chickens. They got that into the script, which is that pedophile code that's in the Podesta emails. When Hillary talks about sacrificing a chicken to Moloch with wrapped foot,
So let's go over there. Let's go over there. So in the emails and in the emails, right? The sacrificing the chicken to Moloch. Do you believe that allegedly that these people are really sacrificing people?
Well, I don't think these people have souls in them. I don't think yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't they? Why would you think Babylon or Amazon has ever stopped? I mean, at the end of the day, if human trafficking outweighs slavery ever in history, if we have more slavery today than we've ever had in history, why would we think they stopped any of that debauchery? I mean, quite frankly, why? Now, when I look into these emails and I look into them talking about having chickens and pasta and hot tubs at the age of 11, 12, 13, 8 years old, I mean...
Let me ask you this then.
Their emails, private server.
So you're telling me that do you believe that the people that are involved in this huge giant sex trade, child sex trade, do you think they're the leaders of governments that are running this stuff?
I think there are people like Carlos Slim, the billionaire that invested in Sound of Freedom to make sure everyone gets to talk about it. Like if you've ever watched Ball Like a Ball, which is totally about the Q thing, episode 7 specifically covers Carlos Slim being one of the billionaires that controls the information that's being sent and received by the people. He controls the media, the movies, the narrative, all of it. And this dude is the one that put out Sound of Freedom. So it also shows the cargo ships and how the big tankers move the children. However, it's just a few kids in one cargo ship. It doesn't show the amount of masses, like in 1989 when they found 17,000 dead children in one cargo ship. It didn't
What?
show. Oh, dude, that's on the news. I'll show you that. Yeah. Type in hashtag Operation 1009 in Facebook. Put it on anywhere. Click on it. Start searching on the reels, and you'll see an old news report that's tagged Raj Habib and Joel Hayes. And yeah. It's one of the viral videos that got my account censored because I'm showing y'all that.
So of these people that are these people, so there's the child sex trade. Who are the most prominent buyers, the most prominent Johns? Who are the people that are consuming this filth?
The consuming the film or the children?
Well, I mean, consuming the filth of the act of.
Filth. Oh, you said filth. I didn't know if you said filth or film.
No, yeah.
So that when you look at it, when you look at the movie tries to make you think that America is the number one buyer of the pornography or the child porn, but the actual child porn that's being manufactured is in overseas, which is very far from the truth. I mean, yeah, it's happening over there, but we have it happening here at an incredible level. It's disgusting and it's terrible, and it's taking place with, let's just say, Jason Boyd, State Trooper of the Year, that got arrested for raping kids out of the same group home I got raped in. He was filming himself and distributing the film as well. That was a state trooper in Louisiana.
Okay, but was that more of an isolated? He was doing his own thing, and that wasn't connected to the whole interweb.
He was isolated, but right before him, they arrested Chief of Police Denny Perkins and his wife Cynthia for operating a pedophile ring out of that same group home. His wife was putting his sperm in her cupcakes and feeding it to her kids in her classroom. He just took like 99 years. She just took her sentence, and then that, of course, was right before the arrest of FBI agent David Harris, who was also caught raping kids out of that group home and others across the southern states.
Yeah, I heard about that, the thing in the classroom. It was all over social media. It's very super weird, bro.
That was literally 2 months after they took out David Harris, the FBI agent, for raping kids in the same group home they got to me in, the Longfellow group home in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's my point. So it's like they'll tell you it's isolated, but after David Harris got arrested 12 hours later, FBI agent Ali Sofan put out that intel report on me, calling me a QAnon guy. Just like they're calling this damn movie a QAnon thing. The only ties to this movie about QAnon at all are the fact that they call the children chickens.
Do you believe, let me ask you this, do you believe any of the tenets of QAnon?
I don't know what that means. What are the tenets of QAnon?
Do you believe, do you follow any of the are you a part of QAnon? Do you like what they do? Do you?
No. Well,
how do you feel about them?
So I've always been somebody that's dug up all the information to begin with. I've been telling you the Pope and the Queen and Stephen Harper were all arrested and convicted by the ICLCJ courts May 10th, 2014 for raping children, ritualistic killings of children, and child trafficking. They found over 800 bodies in a septic tank in Ireland and these schools where they were taking the Native American babies. And the natives decided, hey, we want to know why our children aren't coming home. And they had their own investigation back in 2010, and they found the bodies. So the International Courts Justice League, they literally had their own private courts. And on May 10th, 2014, the Queen sat in front of them along with the current Pope and then Prime Minister Stephen Harper, and they were convicted. They had given 1 week to come back and serve their life sentences. All went home. Nobody did a damn thing. Look up guard Vivian Cunningham.
You know,
Cunningham was the last guard. There was the last guard that questioned the Queen about her warrants and was sentenced to a mental ward for the rest of his life.
It's wild because, you really remind me in a good way because I love Alex Jones. You remind me a lot of Alex Jones because
He made fun of me.
Who? Alex Jones made fun of you?
Yeah. So a couple years ago when February 16th, 2021, when it started snowing in Texas, I was the kid that went outside. I got home from the hospital. It was like 28 days later outside with snow and everybody's crashing. I was like, what? Oh, I screwed up.
You good.
Um, anyways, I scooped up the snow. I put it in my pan. I took it inside like 10 minutes in the oven. It wouldn't it wouldn't melt. And then I was with the lighter in the kitchen, and then everybody was putting it in a pan and putting it on their lighter and stuff. And everybody followed that same behavior like a monkey. And it got to Alex Jones 2 days later, and he was like, "Dude, frying pan trying to melt all the damn snow got everybody gay. Something about the snow's gay. The snow's gay." He was referring to the frogs
The
being gay,
snow's
but he was
gay.
saying I was making everybody gay with the snow because I still actually got evidence of that snow in my freezer. Over 800 people died here in Texas during that freeze. I've got evidence of a murder. I mean,
That's
literally,
wild. Yo, no, but I just want to say, like, you remind me of Alex Jones because you and Alex will both say a bunch of facts about crazy stuff with dates and stuff. And then if you take the time to actually pause everything and fact check everything you're saying, I haven't seen you say anything that's been off. So it's very astonishing by the way you talk.
Well, I try my best. I try my best. Like people right now are doing everything to hate Sound of Freedom, and they've gone as far as to credit Tim Ballard as saying he wants to chip children. I got people reaching out to me showing a screenshot. I did my own digging. One little account on Twitter that put this post up, and sure, after I'm telling everybody chill out, that doesn't look right. Tim Ballard spoke up just an hour ago saying, "I didn't tell anybody to chip a kid. Do not chip children." That's what I want to say. Back to that movie. What I found through the movie is a huge Hollywood script. They totally made up the second damn ploy for saving the kid. They use tracking devices, injectable tracking devices, as the internal solution. So you walk out thinking you know how to fix the problem. Hollywood totally took over with the armpit
Damn.
implants, right? They did. Now they show actual footage of Ballard on that island with those traffickers actually getting busted, with children actually being saved. And oh my goodness, for the first time in years, I had an emotion at the screen. But I realized I had an emotion at a real event, and it gave some validity to what was happening.
That's wild.
Some
Yo,
validity.
real quick,
Some.
you know we're crunched for time. Real quick, Beatbox Bob, you have any question? A quick question for Operation 1009 before we got to rock.
Yeah, I'm trying to connect the dots in a bunch of different situations. I know I'm probably late to the game here, but I understand that the Denver airport is definitely a major touching point. Do you have anything on that?
Yeah, man, when I actually went to Denver, I had to go through the airport. That big old Mustang with the glowing eyes, my Uber driver telling me all about how that dude was connected to the occult, built that thing, and it fell over on him and killed him in the process. So then as I get in there, I'd already known that they had all the murals on the walls, that were showing, ironically, before the Rona, the people in the masks sweeping all the kids, and kids had masks, and the people doing the sweeping looked like reapers with gas masks on. That was just of some of the art.
I've
But when I
seen
got
that.
there,
That's
they
wild.
literally just covered it all up. They had everything covered up. Everything. They had created a maze of walls so you couldn't see any of it. And this was right before the Rona landed. It was incredible. The timing was impeccable. So by the time I got to digging into it, I found out that the Denver airport, actually, the one that's running now, is smaller than the original one.
Yeah, wasn't there like a spot that was actually like buried underneath in the Denver airport?
Well,
It was like
they
basically a
originally
giant
built
gas
it to
chamber.
be an underground airport with 4 bases going underneath it. And then after they finished, they capped it off and told the world, "Oops, we messed up. We're done. We're going to build one on top of this, though." So supposedly, there's one allegedly under that was built that we have all the verification of that's not being used. Okay. So we made a smaller airport outside of actual Denver. We put up all the damn signs on it, and they literally joke around there talking about them being the New World Order. They put up jokes.
Mikey Flaw, anything before we have to wrap? Anything for Operation 1009?
Yeah, man. Okay, so basically, this child trafficking. Okay, so now we're all of this is coming out. Okay, so why do you think that all of this is coming out now?
Because they've got a short amount of time to track a small amount of people. The objective literally still is the Georgia Guidestones. The year 2100, they want us down to 500 million people. Those people will be the ones
He
that
knows
have chipped away
everything,
and
bro. He knows
participated off into
everything.
the sustainable cities.
Yeah.
And this is all part of the agenda. They still got like 70 years to pull this off, but they got to hurry up, because they'd rather do this on a slow kill process and procedure. So child trafficking is like a major issue, and if we can figure out how to break it all the way back to the deep state and take them out by their little, blackmail games and get our hands on that would be amazing.
So wait, do you
reality
think?
of it is we got a much bigger issue to fight.
Wait, so do you think that the child trafficking thing is just a symptom of the larger problem that is that the major agenda at the end of it, the Georgia Guidestones and all that?
Absolutely.
So like it's just like a byproduct?
At the end of the day, I'm one of those people that'll tell you I'm not sure if government created the problem we have or the voters got us here to begin with, but there's definitely an issue up top that created this whole damn problem to begin with. Absolutely. Because we're literally in a position right now, if I wanted to go down to that border and take an AR-15 with me and chop down anybody crossing that thing with a kid that's obviously not theirs, and then take this kid to a safe house to people that I can trust, now I've become a problem. Now I've become a murderer. Now I've become a vigilante. Now I've become everything because I didn't stop and allow them to do it the way that they want it done.
Yeah,
And the way that it's being done now, drop the kid off with a damn wristband and a number attached to him. They don't even care where an adult is anymore.
Yeah, we gotta talk about the border and do a lot of stuff. Hey, look, Operation, I'm 3 minutes over. We gotta go to break and still come back and finish off. We love talking to you. We might have to make this a weekly segment. I'll get some audio clips, make up just a segment for you, man. But hey, we appreciate you calling. We're gonna blast your song out here soon, bro, and we love you.
My brother, love y'all too. Appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. Have a wonderful evening, man.
Operation 1009, ladies and gentlemen.